Yo, I don't really know how to start this video, but okay, so I'm in the room where it happened. All right, in this room, I made a table for my debate teacher, and I'm gonna show you how I did it. Let's go. Okay, bro, I'm not gonna edit like that. It's been 6 months. It's time to get started. This is the table I started with. As you can tell, I pretty much had my work cut out for me. The person who originally painted it took like the sponge and just dabbed paint all over the table. To start off, I needed a color palette. So I went over to adobe.color and chose a really nice colors that I knew I wanted to stick with. Then I went over to Pinterest and just searched bunny painting. I immediately knew that this was the kind of vibe I wanted to go for, so I started planning it using Procreate on my iPad. At this point, I wanted to show it to her to see if she was liking the direction it was taking, and when I did, she started tearing up. Hey, let's go! She loved it. It was time to begin painting the table. Dun, 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 dun. Whoa. Before you should paint any table, you have to remove the old paint from it so that you do like a proper job. My dad bought a special tool that's essentially a sandpaper that spins really fast and removes the old paint. As I was sanding the table's legs, something amazing happened. I was removing like the first layer of paint and there was like another older layer of paint under it, and it revealed like this childish cartoonish painting of a bunny with really cute eyes and pink ears. I felt like a archaeologist unearthing that. It was really cool to see. I wonder why the original artist covered that really cute painting with an ugly sponge. As you can tell, the machine is super loud. I had help from my sister by her using a paintbrush to wipe away the sawdust that came up as I did the edges of the table. Slowly but surely, the white spots were going away. I made sure to get every spot, including the back. Now the table is super duper smooth for painting. Alright, day one table looking pretty nice. Just getting all the sawdust off, and you can see looking pretty good. Yeah. That video was taken April 6th, 2022. Man, so long ago. After I completely sanded the table, I needed to put primer down, and this is essentially to ensure that the paint I put on later doesn't leave the table when I'm done. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I even wrote an A.
A for Ava?
Yeah.
Awesome. Every time I would finish my work outside, I would bring the table ends to avoid water or weather damage. I might have used it a couple times. Hey, it's a good table. Since the table was so old, it was kind of understandable there was a lot of dings and dents in it. To make sure that the surface was really smooth, I had a little filler. You kind of fill the holes with this sand-like paste, and when it dries, you just scrape it over and the surface of the table is flat.
Among Us!
Now it was time to start painting. The first thing I had to do was spray paint the whole table because I wanted a base layer of brown. After that, I kind of reevaluated my painting choices because I came to the fateful conclusion that I am not good at painting. Going back to Pinterest, I looked for a more painterly feel and pull up more paintings that could fit more my style. I know I wanted to incorporate plants into the drawing, so I got a couple of those references too. This painting in particular is what I remember referencing the most while I was painting my own bunnies. I had an epic indoor painting setup. It got messy pretty fast though. For some reason, I started finger painting. So I'm mixing it with my finger. I'm just putting it here.
Whoa, that's nice.
No, it wasn't. At this point, I just had 2 weeks to finish my project. With AP tests coming around and a lot of other stuff going on, I was really feeling the pressure. So, we got... I was turning the table and there was some paint on my hands and got on the ears. Gonna have to fix this now. When I finished with the table legs, I decided to start tackling the top. To make perfect circles, I carefully measured out like a 2-inch circumference from the edge of the table and made 2 more circles after that. Piece by piece, I slowly shaped out the circle. I went for a kind of ombre effect so we go from dark to light within the circles. Well, that looks really weird. Peeling the tape wasn't as satisfying as I'd actually thought it would be. At least the lines came out semi-clean. What is happening? Yeah, I had to paint over that spot later. Not bad. I was in the final stretch of completing the table. With only 3 days left, I started painting some leaves on and then the flowers later. This was actually the easiest part because I just put the paintbrush on the table.
Good job. 什么表情？
It was honestly such a crazy feeling finishing this table. And here's how it looks. On my way to deliver the table.
And it was awful. And I saw what a beautiful artist he was, and so I commissioned him to paint it for me. So this is his work. Oh, very nice. Yeah, it is awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for taking on this project. Your beautiful artistry will be appreciated for generations in my family. I know this piece will become a treasured family. My grandfather was a loving, hardworking father of 8 and grandfather to 11. He was often tinkering in his workshop, making things like this table. It was made in 1950 and has since been a fixture in many playrooms for the children in our family. Thank you for painting this piece and breathing new life into it. Art can speak things that can't always be said with words.